What's up, Earth signs? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is your weekly reading. I'm going to just jump into it, but if you want a personal reading, that's linked in the description below. Let's see what we got. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Or week, because, you know, I think I post to you guys on Wednesday, so it's hump day. Ooh, first card out is the Magician. We love to see it. Oh, all right, well, okay. Why do I feel like I just drooled? So you have the Six of Cups in reverse and Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I'm feeling like you, the people the earth signs I'm talking to have been taught to just be okay with doing the most. I feel as if a lot of you guys are doing so much and almost distracting yourselves from certain triggers or traumas that could be coming up. It's like you're working your ass off at the expense of yourself and possibly even like people around you or something like that. When the Nine of Pentacles comes out, it's like I read it as like I don't feel like I'm worth not doing all of this stuff. You know, I have to constantly be doing in order to feel as if I'm worthy. And this feels very much so with the Six of Cups in reverse. Feels very much so like you've learned these habits or to be this way from childhood, or at the very least some sort of trauma that you endured over a long period of time, and you're still there, and you may have moved forward in physical, but when the Six of Cups comes out in reverse, it's like sometimes you live there. Six of Cups in reverse gives me very like PTSD vibes. I'm not saying I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm just saying that's the vibe it gives me sometimes. Living in the flashbacks of things. It could be that extreme, or it could just be moving on to this new situation while not letting go of the old habits and ways of being when it comes to interpersonal relationships specifically, especially with the Six of Cups in reverse. The Magician does say, I want to say that you're trying, earth signs. But it's also a reminder that you are the one with the power. You are the one who has all of the resources and materials that you need to manifest and make things happen for yourself. It's not these things outside of you. Possibly the things that you're seeking validation for. It's not those things. It's within. It's you already have it. You have the superpower. Some of you guys could be experiencing, like, I don't know why I'm getting imposter syndrome. Whatever this is, though, it definitely has an element of trauma or like being or learned behavior. What's at the bottom? Yeah, Ten of Cups in reverse. Like I said, your interpersonal relationships are definitely at stake here. Not in a bad way, but I don't think you realize that they are. What the fuck do I know? I'm just a lesbian on the internet. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. King of Cups. and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so here's the thing. I'm almost getting this need to kind of reel things back in and discover the why and take the initiative on the why. Why am I doing certain things? Why am I acting? Like, why do, like, being, it's giving being more mindful about your action. It's not necessarily stop taking action. It's take a step back and ask yourself, why are you doing this particular thing? Is it out of guilt? Then you shouldn't do it. Is it out of shame? You shouldn't do it. Is it out of fear? You shouldn't do it. And like, I think that a lot of the earth signs really need to assess their behaviors and actions. Again, with this magician card here, right? So that's about action, right? It is essentially taking action on the things that we're wanting to accomplish or get done. Using our own resources within our tools, our power, in order to like manifest and create that thing, right? But I'm really getting this need for the earth signs to kind of take inventory on the actions that you're making. Because some, not all, but some, I would even say maybe 40% of the things that you are doing, your why is guilt, shame, fear. And that means that it's not authentic action. It's action out of obligation or action out of fear. And when you're taking action out of fear, you're not harnessing your own power. You're giving your power to something else. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So there's a need, especially with this King of Cups here. There's a need for some self-reflection, definitely. I would right now also, when I see this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this is giving me two things. It's telling me some of you guys could be inconsistent with your actions. And I'm here to tell you that the reason why is because, again, you got to assess your why and take inventory of your whys. But also, this is a card of inaction, not even moving, right? And so I think some of you guys have to maybe just take a step back, maybe, in order to assess. The Page of Pentacles is about taking the initiative, but it's small steps. The page is a page. They're just starting out. They're just beginning. They're just learning. They're eager to learn and understand the thing and explore. And they have some resources, right? With this basket here, they have some resources that they're taking with them, but they're not too cocky they're not above learning and gaining more resources. And again, the Page of Pentacles has kind of taken inventory. And I've never read the Page of Pentacles like that until this reading. So the Page of Pentacles has definitely taken inventory on, okay, what do I bring to this little outing? I'm only going to bring the necessities and what I need. Everything else, I'm going to leave. Because I know that, I'll eventually gain more knowledge and resources and experience from doing this thing. I don't know what this means. I don't know. I'm just fucking speaking. I'm so tired, y'all. Idealism. Order. Getting things in order. Again, inventory. Am I making it up? I can't. I didn't even know this card existed in this deck. Okay. But getting order on why you're doing certain things. And yeah. Rebellion. You see that? Rebellion. Don't do the things you're used to doing. Stop doing that. Rebel against the way that things used to be, or the status quo, right? I'm not saying rebel in the way that most people think of rebellion, right? Like, I'm not saying storm the Capitol. What I'm saying is rebel against your norm. Step out of your comfort zone. I almost want to read what the book says for this one card. Y'all gotta bear with me, okay? I don't have like a... Let's see, 11. Here it is. Okay. Personal freedom of action is of utmost importance to Mars Aquarians. Just don't listen to the astrology. Just listen to the message, okay? Rarely following old methods blindly, people with this planet sign combination do things their way, which is probably in a quite innovative and unorthodox style. So again, take action eventually, but do it your way. Don't do it the way that, and do it in a different way as well. Mars Aquarians happily expend their energies on the new, novel, and scientific, and have natural talent with gadgets, which could develop into genuine inventive talent. However it goes, Mars Aquarians will invent something. The company of friends is of enormous importance to people with this aspect, and they are more likely to be strong, energetic, and willing supporters too. People described by this card are probably not quiet when it comes to showing their discontent with outmoded or unfair social attitudes, and it is hard to find Mars Aquarians who don't have a good humanitarian cause to battle for. Again, this can be, it doesn't have to be for the greater good. This can be your humanitarian cause, like with people in your life, right? Like advocating for yourself or somebody that you know, or something like that. The oddball outlook on life makes it easy for them to examine anything established or traditional to see whether its rules and regulations are still viable. They are, again, reassessing whether your rules and regulations for why you do certain things are still viable. I'd be willing to bet if you actually took a step back and did this assessment, you'd be like, wait a second. That doesn't make any sense anymore. I'm not doing that. That's not sustainable in my life. That's what I'm kind of getting at. Receiving this card in a reading indicates a need for a lateral approach to the question. Turn the current thinking on its head and approach it from a different angle. A drastic change of thought is needed. Exactly what I've been saying. So it's time to take inventory. Definitely time to take inventory on your actions in life, maybe with others. So just bear that in mind when you're going through the next week of life. Really be mindful. Be mindful of how and why you're doing certain things. And ask yourself the burning questions. Am I doing this because I want to? Am I doing this because I feel like I have to? Do I love doing this? No. Then you shouldn't do it. All things considered, of course. All things considered. I'm not saying like go to work and tell your boss like, no, fuck you. I'm not gonna go handle that situation. Fuck you. Obviously, sometimes in life we have to do things we don't want to do. That's just part of being an adult. But if it's something within your control, which I feel like a lot of these actions are, so just be mindful of them, then it's a no from you, dog. And it should be. So just remember that. I'm done preaching. I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.